Okay guys, so the X-Files is back. I watched the first episode last night and I thought we'd talk about it. So Mulder and Scully have returned to our screens. It's been 14 years, more or less, since we last saw them. And this time the conspiracy has changed. Yes, it's different. So we're thrown back into the X-Files with a sum up of the past 9 seasons. This is done with a pile of photographs from various episodes. David Duchovny doing a voiceover telling us the main outline of the old conspiracy and the old plot. We see the old Fluke Man, that guy, Victor Toombs. We all love that episode. Scully's abduction is mentioned, and there are some other highlights as well. It also uses these photos to kind of show new fans that this world that they're entering into is full of monsters and strange things. So we see Mulder. He's now a lot older. He's living on his own in a shack. He's no longer with Scully. Last time we saw them, they were together. They have since broken up due to, it's mentioned that Mulder has some sort of depression. He's not doing very well. Scully's now a surgeon, and she's working with children who have no ears, who may or may not be aliens. And they're forced back together when this internet celebrity who does a web channel about conspiracy theories, he contacts them and asks them to come and visit a young woman with him, who mentions that they've met before when she was younger. I don't remember that episode. However, he's got a theory that the government are using alien technology and alien DNA to try and take over the world. So the lifelong work of Mulder and Scully over 9 series of X-Files has been changed. You'll remember the alien-human hybrids, the colonization of Earth by those aliens, the government and the smoking man and his cronies ruling on it, taking of the firstborn, the alien bounty hunters. All that's gone. All that's changed. It's all lies. Mulder had been told that he was following the wrong paths and that everything that he had found was yet another cover-up. For some reason, he immediately accepts this and goes about telling Scully all about it in a weird scene where he uses very large vocabulary, and she doesn't believe it. She thinks he's gone mad again, and this doesn't feel right. I felt that we had reached the point of that story arc at the end of season 9, and now it's all been thrown away. So very strange. I don't understand why he would believe this either after all that his sin and all they've done together. However, we do see some cool alien ships this time round with some unexplainable technology, which Mulder does seem to be able to explain somehow. There is a cool flashback to the Roswell incident involving some army soldiers in the 40s. That was quite cool. And we also see some much loved characters return to our screens. Some good, some bad. This episode wants to jump straight back into where it left off. Although the alien plotline has changed, it does kind of follow on from the old series. Now, if you haven't seen X-Files before, you're probably going to be a bit like, what is going on? And it's a little bit hard to keep up and understand everything that's happened. I would suggest going back to watch everything else, but it's really, really long. And if you have seen the X-Files before, then you're probably going to be a little bit confused as to why everything that you've watched and have known is now changed. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. We want to know why the ongoing story arc that they had built up all those years ago has now been changed for this new modern day government cover up. It did feel a little bit rushed, as if they didn't really know what the storyline was going to be, and all that work they did over the 9 series has kind of just been lost, I guess. So a couple of questions I was left with myself. Are the aliens from before all that his sin, the ships, are they real? What happened to the aliens that we know that definitely are real? Where are they? What about the alien-human hybrid program that the government was working on? Is that still sort of happening? Where are the cool faceless bounty hunters with the flame sticks? How does Mulder know what powers the spaceship if it's top secret? That was a bit weird. And is Agent Doggett going to be in this? Who knows? So it was a good episode. I'm interested to see where it goes, what the next one's going to hold, whether they're going to be any Monster of the Week episodes. But all in all, probably 7 out of 10.